Welcome back. The Performing Arts Center of MetroWest, or PAC, has seen some major changes in the past year. They were a casualty of the closing of the Danforth building, but were able to find a new home, although temporary, at St. Andrew's Church on Maple Street. Mary Aponisets, Executive Director, and Carol Chan, Chair of the PAC Board of Directors, are with us today to talk a little about what is going on at PAC and some of their new initiatives. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So can you tell us just very quickly, what is PAC?
Oh, okay, well, PAC is a nonprofit, community-oriented music school, actually music, theater, dance, and we're part of the National Guild of Community Schools. We're geared for people of all ages and all levels of ability. So we have students from absolute beginners all the way to quite advanced, and we have children as young as 4 years old and adults of all ages. So we, part of our goal is to reach out to the community and to enhance performing arts in the community, to reach people who might not have the opportunity to participate in music or theater or dance.
So when you were here last year, we talked about the move out of the Danforth building and into St. Andrew's Church on Maple Street. How is it going?
Well, at the time we were totally traumatized because we had been in that in the old high school in downtown for 27 years, and as you know, it's really hard to move everything after 27 years. However, St. Andrews has been wonderful. They're a terrific community and congregation. The pastor, Julie Carson, has been outstanding, and all of the committees that help run the church. They've been very welcoming to us, and the space has really been quite nice. Our students seem quite happy. So that's all been very well and good.
So now, though, we want to talk about some new challenges that are happening.
Well, the new challenge is that St. Andrews has to do some necessary renovations, and they're going to start this summer. And they did let us know several months ago that we will need to move out, at least temporarily, for probably at least 6 months while the renovations go on. It's even unclear what's going to happen after 6 months. But that was really very sad news for us because it's difficult to move. The last move was very expensive, and it's hard on everyone. So now we have to not only find a place and try to find something as wonderful as St. Andrews, and then go through the move all over again and get all our families to get used to a new location. And it's really been wonderful there. It's a great location. It's very centrally located within Framingham, easy to get to, good parking, and as I said, a warm community, which is most important.
And Mary, what can the larger community do to help?
Well, particularly when we have to move, which will be July, we would love to have volunteers help us pack and unpack PAC. And also, we can always use donations because it costs us almost $10,000 to move the last time. We have 10 pianos, and those are some of the major expenses to move and tune. And the other thing is, if people want to donate instruments, that can always help us because we have a lot of different programs where we're helping students who don't have enough money to buy their own instrument. So we refurbish them and we use them.
That is perfect segue into my next question, in that your new initiatives. I read about your work with Hoops and Homework, and how did that all get started?
Well, we decided several years ago that we really wanted to try to start something that was kind of what's called an El Sistema violin program in Framingham. These are really very successful in South America, and it's been spreading all across the U.S. It's where you have groups of kids to learn to play violin or string instruments in school or after school, and they do it often enough that you build a sense of belonging and ensemble, and it boosts kids' self-confidence and their kind of sense of what they can do. So we had started actually with the Boys and Girls Club, and we ran it there for a couple of years until the big move when we all had to leave the Danforth building, and then they weren't near us anymore, and it had scheduling difficulties at that point. So at that point, we saw that Hoops and Homework was looking for programming, and it turned out to be a perfect fit for us and for them. And so we've been there since September, working with the kids at the Poussin Road location. And we have, about 14 students. And so we had almost enough instruments to accommodate all those kids, and then we went out and rented, and actually Center Music helped us out with that.
They gave us a very generous,
Very generous.
inexpensive rent.
And so one of our teachers has been going there every week and working with this group of students. And it's really very exciting. The kids are very happy with it. You know, they look forward to having him come, and they're excited about being able to perform. Hopefully they're going to have a little concert soon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're almost out of time, but I wanted to ask what other exciting things are happening. I know your summer theater program is happening, even with the move.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So Mary, you want to tell them what shows we're
Yes,
going to
we
do?
have 3 shows that are happening: Legally Blonde Junior, Annie Junior, and High School Musical 2 Junior. And they're starting July 16th, going until the 24th. They're 2-week programs, and after each program there's a performance.
So it's kind of like a day camp. They come all day from 9 to 4, 5 days a week. And at the end of 2 weeks, they put on an entire show with costumes, sets, the whole works. The parents get to enjoy it, and then we start another show. So each show goes for a 2-week stretch. So that is definitely happening. We'll be able to announce very soon where we're going to hold the program. We actually have an excellent location picked out, but we need to finalize the contract before we can tell anybody, before we can announce it. But the shows are happening, and I think we're very excited to have that. It's a very popular program.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
It's always great to hear what PAC is doing. It's always exciting and fun. And if you folks will wait right there, we'll be back with more of the Framingham Beat in just a moment.